Ну все, можно начинать, наверное.
Хорошо.
Tangwe do je 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 zon do yin je ma to de ja bong jang ba sur je long ba ta ba ji pe ge ja je je be ja dong gu ja za do jin jen je de lo na ro da ma ba ma la je je gong bo ba pa mo de ba ja wa do gong ba ka je lam ma nam je da jong je da na na ra tam je de lo ma la ba la ye je zo zo lo zo yon den jam zo nga la wa den de dong jun de ba ge le zo den je za ba la ma je je ko zong do je se la da 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 ge ju lan be de da ge de ma da sun je je dong jia jian ba de ba jin jia la de zo gang ge den jian de wan yong ga ba me ba je ba me ba da me ba wa me ba ro me ba da de do me du je me du ba ne je je den ba zu bu zang jie ma nan jie dan ba den la zhang zhe de da ge lo qu zhang zhe wa zhen jie la de su jie lam de zhe wa zhen jie la de su lam chu wa ce wa zhen jie la de chu wa yi xi zhen jie wa zhen jie la de su Nam ka ta nyam pe sim jin tam ji tin da la na me ba yang da ba zu bu san ji ji gom hang rong bo ju to par sha ti chi de tam pe ju kan ki sin de do nyam za la mar ji wo nyam pe sam ba jan cho ju de san ji ba da去年be kun ju da kun long ma no ro go ne sim ban cha te la kan sim par sa vi chu ne da cho ban ji tin sum jing go wen ze pe tam chu gong ba ji ba Dorji song jata ngap ju da ni jin de ten te la da ha da xie na dorji song ni ro ba de re
So then cultivate motivation of bodhicitta. I'm thinking, may all sentient beings, limitless space, attain the state of unsurpassed, perfect and complete Buddhahood. And for this purpose, I will listen to the Dhamma and then practice the Dhamma. So cultivate its unmistaken motivation while listening to the Dhamma, which is a teaching by Lord Jigten Sumgyun called the Gongchik, a single intent, consisting of 115 Vajra verses. Now we are on verse number 26.
Итак, мы находимся на 26 строке. Зарождение мотивации бодхичитты. Мы зарождаем настрой, чтобы достигнуть просветления и привести всех живых существ к состоянию абсолютного освобождения.
Datu shibata terino tenin de choban ji di sum jang gon bu sum de dan de datu am kam de tene ran yin che number da ba travel de de din ba ji ri so yang yin gi ji chor che na de Dande pacher yindong randong shibata yikiri de simanda waje gogo sarendala. Jidi somjung bo ke ngusu yindong si tani nang de ta gang da yang arang zo ta dan de gongwa pa zhan nen de xie jiang du yindong le keling ge yu ba yin zang. Teni yin ge teni debi ni am kam chiba de randong de yin do de ngarang zo ge da yin dong res da de da bo ko sa re
And the verse says the elements are the same.
И то же самое наоборот.
Hello?
Hello?
Звук пропадает, видимо.
So did you miss everything? Or
Yeah.
the Sanskrit Dhatu?
Yeah, Reno,
You heard that?
Reno better, so let you start from beginning.
Start again. Okay. So the verse says the element Buddha nature that is completely pure by nature possesses the qualities of the result of separation. So the element is the same as Buddha nature, and the element in Sanskrit is Dhatu. And Tenzin says that the Dhatu, or the element, is by nature completely pure, and it possesses the quality of the result of separation, which is a refutation of people's claim that the essence of the Sugata, the element that is pure by nature, is taught as emptiness. And so this is really speaking up here, it's implicit, so it doesn't explicitly use the term. There's this term Rangdong and Shendong. Rangdong is the emptiness of self, and Shendong is the emptiness of other, or the extrinsic emptiness. And so there's a dispute between those two views of emptiness. And the one that Lord Tenzin is upholding is the view of the extrinsic or other emptiness. Even though it's not given that name here, this is what this is talking about here. So the other people's claim here is a view that is consistent with the emptiness of self, and the view that Lord Tenzin is ascertaining here is the other emptiness, or the extrinsic emptiness.
И здесь используется пустота
lower tag kam tongi so ta nawe jing ke kandar kunzo ke chu lower ke chamate ke tene de ke dekhin bote tong yores mato ke dekhin bo khorang ngo ran yin wo sabran yin za tene lami chu je tong ma yin so take the risk.
Lammert score. The long the youngest one.
Namir Japan Sini jeans, Tanamba Yewa ka said you ba kakala Yewa yoba Kunzo Kuchurwa, Tenagadani jean, lower tagi kam donkeys, lower dramatis, okay? Tara datu zondo in the dongres, lower dramatic tigana, lower zamato, ranking me zang. Then number Yewa mi ba. Kunzo kuchu da travel ran yin jing ke now ye me ben sini jing de lami chu ji dong ma yin so ko ran da tu xi bong o de lower ba maris.
So then it says Maitreya says in the Uttara Tantra. Here we come to this view of utter emptiness, And so there's this
взгляд
quote, he says,
пустотности от
the
другого.
element is empty of the adventitious defilements, which have the characteristic of being separate, but is not empty of the supreme qualities that possess the
Элемент
characteristic of not being separable.
свободен от другого, но не свободен от
So
просветленных характеристик.
temporarily, the relative phenomena
И непостоянные
become
феномены
an adventitious defilement. And so these, like the element is empty of, the Buddha nature is empty of this adventitious defilement. So it is, it doesn't have this defilement because Buddha nature itself, in itself, its essence is luminosity.
Природа Будды, элемент свободен от какого-то омрачения, они обладают превосходными качествами.
That is what it is not empty of. That's the essence of the Dhatsu. It is not empty of all. It is not empty of supreme qualities, but it is empty of adventitious defilements.
Оно не пусто от всего. Оно не пусто от просветленных качеств.
다 무마이나 좀 다탐지 핀춘 드롤링 망보 용거요레 다다다 나랑 속에 희고야데 조간에스나 데 다투 시베달레 장부 데킹 보레 간단다 데 이때니 따라 조반 지팅 송군케 용틴 탐제 타번 데버크 용틴 딘 요레 송텔라 lower Jamat Sapa Tarandu, Korangla, Yuntin Kare Yoresena, Yang Jula Manando, Samango Bokenzepe Jula Manando, Zogsang Gun, Trosser Dance, that Zopsanje, Judekin Botelatine, Pena Kogans and a Kosum Guya, Karegvena, Sama Telitsan Trogo Tentala Yuntin Tamje, Nimale Uzanagi, Ko Yedini in Batan, Tini Ranging Troyoba. Tene Devini yer Mesher dance, that Devini said that to Shibedala Jambu, the king in Bote Korangla, Tene Zangi Dang, Ponja Lasobake, Iwa Yomares, Devini yer Mesher. That's what chicken then there. Reuse cherna luchin guns, tang around so ge manam kadanyam simchin tamche zobu sanje je gompang to para show sen mona jando ya ke rewa jasa andawo je phok te sa andawo je den dal to de yora dala nda kare resena sanje chomdin deni zonte tereng around suntini ro ndumba gamba troma chi mba troma Di yenchu de simjin chamala, sanje de simjin chamala, jigyur de yo debate, dekhi nimbores. Ryu de sanje ke rek de chamal de yor stel main yin ta de sanje ke rek sita barwa. Lujin kun sendu tan roa simjin tamje sere. Ta de sanje nimbo jin ta dung dola chamala sanje ke kam datu shiba de yore se.
So, in the different philosophical systems, there is much discussion about this Rangtong and Shentong or self-emptiness, other emptiness. But the important point that we have to understand here is that is this term Dhatu or element. So, when we follow this term really refers to Buddha nature. And Trijang Somgön had said that its quality is so it possesses the qualities of the result of separation. What that means is that it possesses the quality of being separated from the adventitious defilement. And so this quality is also again described by Maitreya in the Uttara Tantra.
Это качество
So first he
описано
says,
в Уттара-тантре
since the
Майтреи.
body of the perfect Buddha is all pervading, so the body of a perfect Buddha, these Buddha forms emerge from
И
the
сказано,
three
что
or the
качество
four
природы
kayas.
Будды, оно
Everything arises from it.
господствующее.
They are just like the
И
sun
оно
rays coming from the sun. All those qualities, when talking about the qualities, they all are inherently,
и оно превосходит всё.
like the sun is inherently endowed with the sun rays, and so likewise the Buddha body is inherently endowed with those qualities. They naturally emerge from them.
Как солнце по
And
отношению к
then,
солнечным лучам,
since true
также
reality is undifferentiated,
качества, они
so this
как бы
here we are speaking
унаследованы
about the
источником.
dhatu, the element. It is undifferentiated, as in being without good and bad,
И
without any change,
элемент
without any
хату, он
differentiation.
не разделен
And then
на
most important
хорошее
is
и
now
плохое.
the third line. And since the gene exists in all beings,
И
so
это
make this
присутствует во всех
prayer. May all mother
существах.
sentient beings, limitless as space, attain the state of perfect Buddhahood. And so
Безграничное пространство,
the most important point really comes down to this aspiration here.
Здесь мы должны
And
понимать
all
это
beings,
устремление.
starting from a perfect Buddha up until
Всё
a little
существование
insect like
начинается с
ant,
природы Будды,
all beings and the Buddha
и
have this one thing in common, that is Buddha nature.
это общее, что есть у всех
Another
существ,
way to put it is
у всех вещей,
all
это природа Будды.
all possess Buddha nature, or all possess are the Buddha kind.
То есть
So in all beings this gene exists.
во всех
All
существах
beings always possess the Buddha
они
embryo.
все
So that refers to
обладают
this element. All
природой
beings
Будды,
possess Buddha nature, or this element.
этим элементом.
단데 산제 그 감데 데키 닝보데 나랑주 심진 탐치 그 주라 유나 유처 간다웨 요레 세나 단데 빼 거고니 띵게 요레 빼 당보데 메토페마 단다 빼마 농닝보 지라 데 산제 지 거지 유나 메토페마 데 콘동닝보 이나양 나로 요바데 산제 지 거인잠 데니 로드 딘바 탐제케 거텔 다보자그와스 check there 니바데 dangzi de drama mambu cho de bechel la yore teni dangzi linking tamje ke drama tongcha mambu cho de bechel ni dangzi de lingerwa o de pe ni ba de re pe sumba de perna ngarang cho ne dan de la so ba humba de ngarang cho sa to ko yo mare humba di nang lo yo ben de di nang do yo ben ne de cho da ngarang cho ko sa ya de cho ko ngarang cho la ju de ya ji do de na ye pe sumba de re pe ye ba de de ni yang de bu chung chung ma che ke de bu si ma chang ke de ni hing dong pe ja chim bo che to ba wa de na yin ke yang de chung chung la de ne de ni de ke hing dong la so ba ya ga ja chim bo jin de ba de cha ni yang je ri dan de nga ga san no yang se dang dang bo te zam jer na ya
So this element, this Buddha nature,
Этот элемент природы
is
Будды
present in the mind streams of all beings.
присутствует в потоке ума всех
And
живых
if it is
существ.
present, then how is it present?
Как он существует, присутствует.
And so there are several examples
Несколько примеров.
with illustrations. The first one is, it is just like a rotten lotus flower, like a flower with like a bad color.
Первый
even though
цветок с плохим цветом.
it is bad within its form, there also is the cause of Buddhahood. And therefore, those who are intelligent,
Даже в его
knowing
форме
that, know how to protect this rotten flower.
причина Будды, и
The second example
она существует
is
даже в плохой форме.
the honey in the bee.
Второе
Like,
это
there are
мед
many bees
пчелы.
coming together to collect honey.
Множество пчел
Like
собираются,
thousands of
чтобы
bees coming together
сделать
to
мед.
collect honey. So if one is intelligent, one goes for the essence, which is the honey, and not the bee. So then the third example is that of grain in a husk. So we don't eat the husk of like a barley grain or of a rice grain.
И
We
третье
eat the
это
inside of it,
семена
which
в
is like
шелухе. Мы не едим
its vital
шелуху,
essence. That's what we eat.
но мы
So
едим
that's
семена,
also
и
another
это
example.
их
And then another
суть,
example is
то, что важно.
so the seed may be very small,
И
just like the size of a pea,
они могут быть
but
очень
from it
маленькими,
a very large tree can grow
но
with
из них
broad
может
branches and
вырасти
so on.
гигантское дерево с ветками и так далее.
땡사양 제라 소바 슌바트 소 먹사나 도소 주보라 주 야가 대선도 라브도 다데야 양 저게 요로와 벤 상하 값수 뉴몽 람트 치르네 데니 냠리 난그 요바나 인지바로 띵도
And nowadays, some people actually also say that people are eating the husk of a rice grain, for example, because they say that the husk actually has a greater level of vital
И сейчас
essence than
говорят,
the
что
inside.
кто-то ест
So we can also see
шелуху,
it from
потому
that
что она
perspective.
обладает.
That would be similar to practicing according to the secret mantra, where we take the afflictive emotions as the path.
Потому что там больше
앞에 예반데 르베 충충
полезных
메토
веществ, и
근데
мы можем сравнить это
르르메
с тем,
충충
кто
맞지라
практикует
데네
путь,
텔라야
практический путь
동보지
перенесения эмоций.
동보 텔라 야가 텔라 메토
То есть
텔라
непревоспитанного.
코드니 나나 심저당 데니 카도당 이앱당 좀 푸좀 줘봐지 해도 그 띵저즈 등은에라네 산 합된 삼열인데 반라오지 린도데 삼노 협지당나 띵저스 지등은 데리야 삼파하고야노 다 띵저데 제타와 인데 띵킹데 조보산지 혁자터바들이야 산데니 항 제조고로 멈설제고야노 대처 소소그 샘 나로를 처자르는데 당은에 나가 다란내가 그제 로버그 데메데 병가 샘달라 당은에 상 맵정주 제바에나 상제야지 요사리 상신장야다 된다게 용딘 용거 요레스
And so in this fourth example, we said that a small fruit or like a small little grain
И мы сказали, что из
can
маленького
lead
зерна
to a large tree.
может вырасти большое
And then
дерево.
the tree has many branches, and on the branches there are many flowers. And
Со
within the
множеством
flowers
ветвей, цветов.
is like the pollen bed, and then it has its perfect color and shape and so on.
С
So this
прекрасной
is
формой и цветом.
interdependence.
И все это
And
взаимозависимо.
if we just look at it like that, then it really seems inconceivable. It's hard to conceive of it. But if we look at it more carefully, then we can gain a certainty that this is interdependence.
И
And the one who has fully seen
непостижимо, то есть
it
постижимо в
is
каком-то смысле.
the perfect
И
Buddha.
мы видим взаимозависимость.
So our teacher Shakyamuni. So then we become really amazed by the Buddha's great qualities.
И мы
And
увидим
then we
качество
apply
Будды и
that to our own
будем
mind
изумлены.
and recognize I am only temporarily obscured by these adventitious
И мы можем
stains.
увидеть,
But if
что
I make an
наш
effort,
ум,
then this
он временно
mind
затемнен.
can attain awakening. And so there's the quality of this certainty that arises.
И возникает уверенность, что мы можем
Tene da
достичь
pe
освобождения.
ta tulo tanda tulo nyingba tanda na yang sanji ge ge rinpoche le treba ge tom yaba tanda yungre ba pe jek te pe yaba te pe nga ba te pe truk ba te tene pemi ngi mas ta pemi ngi ma la mya te pemi lab de dukja re la ho yo mare pemi ga khela ta chi ryong ke wang de se ba na re chi so ge ne ba ke yang ka nga mang bon the theng khor go ke ta ke pemi yong go yor wa te ta job po te la so ba ka sa ka nga mang bo yong ke pemi te ke to wa nang de khol ju bi jar po chong si ge wa chong cho ge wa te na yin pe truk ba de pe dum ba de te ngarang zo ge dara cha cha zun da de ku yo de so ku hu nang de de nin da pha ma ja ge dun da pha le ko de dong ge do de ta be pe dum ba de de ni pe je ba de de je dang ngarang zo ge sa gyun de la pha da na sa gye ja chang chang ji yo de sa wo la de ma bo yo wa de na yin ta pe ge ba de de ni di Zhangbo ke Kangpa go la yang Rinpoche Ramada Rasi Parva Tela Sopa ke ta pe go pote ke ta ngarang zu simjun da la sanji ke nimbo yore se teni ti pe go pote teni ko lower zamni dribzi zayin ba ta de nyomong ba shi ban da lower ke dribzi zamre sor
Then, so these were the first four examples, and the fifth example
И пятый
is
пример.
like a Buddha, a precious Buddha statue with
статуя
jewels that is wrapped in rags, like old cloth.
Завернутая в ветхую
That's like
одежду
Buddha
или
nature.
какие-то
And then the sixth
тряпки.
example, it literally says
Шестой.
a ruler in the belly of a rotten woman. So this rotten woman, one is not trying to say that women are inferior or bad, but there's maybe in certain places, in certain circumstances, women experience great difficulties, like in terms of certain places, cultures, or
Это что-то
customs
связано с
and so
женщинами, и
on.
говорится,
They
что
experience
женщины
various
сами по себе
difficulties,
не
and so it
какие-то
is that kind of woman who experiences a lot of difficulties.
создания, но просто они испытывают
In her
некоторые
belly, it
проблемы
is possible that
из-за
she
культурных особенностей.
bears a wheel-turning king as a child.
То есть
That's
это
example
царский
6.
ребенок
Number
женщины.
7 is like a treasure in the earth, which is
Следующее это сокровище земли.
like we are making tatas, for example, out from a mold. So we have this mold, and then we put that mold into clay or mud, and then the tata comes
из
out.
которой мы делаем цаца.
That's the 7th example. And the 8th example is like jewels in the ground, like a treasure that we retrieve from above, from below the ground. And then the 9th example is the jewels that are present underneath the house of a beggar, a poor person. So that these are 9 examples. They show that Buddha nature is present within our mind stream, and it is only temporarily obscured. So that's what those 9 examples show, that the mind is only temporarily obscured by these adventitious afflictive emotions.
Ta ngarang zo sanje ni simjin yongsu zo bala sanje ke kam deki nimbo yo bala jigba yin bala tene mandawa de kani cha yong bare serna tene jatsap sambang gombu mada bane ka simjin la ko yores 마다스 마다니 정도 마다니 바테 갑서 다 드바 용수 줘봐 다야 마리드 장초 선바 신저 원거르스 마다 닥바 당스 다 닥바 데라 데네 장초 선바 낭괴양 야산 통보는 네베 사줘발라서 발네 바탐제 닥바 차게 요르스 데네 신도 남다 센다 산제 산제는 저거 요장 코 드바데 다른 인데 데네 디게 예와데 조용 거 요르스
So then, from the Buddha until all sentient beings, so Buddhas and all sentient beings
От Будды
are
до
same in
живых
having
существ,
Buddha nature.
они едины в
So then, the
природе Будды.
difference comes about,
И
and
разница,
that is explained again by Maitreya. He says,
как указал
so
Майтрея,
there's a gradual sequence of purification,
постепенная
starting from
последовательность очищения
the impure,
от нечистого,
which refers to
что относится
sentient beings
к живым существам,
and also bodhisattvas who are not on the higher
и
bhumis,
бодхисаттвам,
and then both pure and impure, both impure and pure.
которые
Then the
и
pure
чистые, и
one
нечистые.
refer to the bodhisattvas on
И
the
чистые — это бодхисаттвы,
higher bhumis, such as the 10th bhumi,
до 10-й
and then
бхуми,
the very pure refers to the Buddhas. So
которые самые
this
чистые перед
is
состоянием Будды.
like the gradual sequence of
И это
purification.
постепенная последовательность очищения.
다데 다방아랑 저거 심주랑 상제 당 체미버게 강터 감 다투티 요반데 데니 수 ngaran chola yoba de tin yong bare sena tene dupchin saraha songne dune jimi ranjin yimba la so dune jewa me ranjin yinde bate de ta jewa me ba se de jewa me ga ba me ne ba me ko de so sama tin na sungo yorwa tereng pardi la me tin de to son ta pardi la ma ke tene soso la te ngote endu ta ngarang ke te yoba de tene to song da ta te ta be ngarang zo la de nimbo sanji ji kham yoba de ngotung khin de tene soso ke pardina ma de cha de yoba res
So within our mind stream, and we are not different from the Buddha.
Мы не
We
отделены от Будды
possess this element, this tattoo. And
в элементе
so,
дхату.
who revealed its existence to us? There's a quote by
Кто создал
Saraha.
реальность для нас по
He said
Сарахе,
that what is primordially unborn
то
is the nature.
исконно не рождено
So
природа.
within this term unborn,
Нерожденное
primordially unborn, also are included that the nature is unborn, it is unabiding and unceasing.
означает, что она
And
не
so he
что она
says then, today it has been
всеохватывающая.
revealed by the glorious Guru, and I realized it. So the glorious Guru had introduced me to it, and I realized it.
И
The glorious Guru
превосходный
introduces to
гуру
us our own Buddha
вводит
nature,
нас
this element.
в природу Будды, в этот
다
элемент.
디오드 안가란조 산소 소든 데히 님보유 너스 파자자와는 장소 소든 데히 님보
가와도 된다?
내가 자와드냐 장소 되게 데르와 장소 소든 데히 님보로 유스바 다테 도르지소 니히 잡된 바데
Just hit them back.
Dandela yin kita yichar chena de jancho so чувствуем цабден йоре.
И было сказано, что природа всеохватывающая и непрерываемая.
Типа сум делам. Нинту чансам ранжар ke типа сум галам. Yana Nintu Ranjar Chancho Sambalam. Da Tipa Samjalan Kona Gapsating Rematoke, Deki Nimbola Tike Chancho Chusum Jabdunde, Yo Mare Song Yorova. Then Jitin Sung Deki Nimbogo Yunti Re so.
So then we come to verse number 27. Which says that the 37 factors of awakening exist in the embryo of the Tathagata. And that refutes people's claim that the Buddha only taught the 37 factors of awakening as the path of the three vehicles. So the three vehicles as in the Shavaka, Padeka, and the Bodhisattva vehicles. They claim that the Buddha only taught those 37 factors of awakening in the context of these three vehicles, but they are not a quality inherent to Buddha nature. And Chitin Songden says that they are like the very nature of Buddha nature, the very quality of Buddha nature are those 37 factors of awakening.
Tata he gone la long ji time ba zoksang kun choser dang se ba tikap suta dekhin bolo yongtin yore se de tan ndo so ai dang ko yore ta te ndu jancho so chok chu sum je tsab dun de jirtang lam gun ne kap su ni nyam sa lang bar sawari sanji chum din de ga global de ta ganda lang gun ne kap ne nyam ni nang yo ba re tu so Then the long negabs nyamni nang yawa ten rebe negabso. Then the so mean the then to so chile la so ba ju meche ba yong yore song kodwa.
So before we mentioned one quotation that said that all of the qualities arise from the body, the form of the complete Buddha. So that's the qualities of Buddha nature. And so regarding those 37 factors of awakening, in the context of the path, these are to be practiced. The Buddha himself practiced them on the path. And then, as a result, they will mature, they will ripen into the unceasing enlightened activities.
Они становятся неостановимым расширением.
Then, so of those 37 factors of awakening, the first four are called the four applications of mindfulness. That is the mindfulness of the body, of feelings, of the mind, and of dharmas. So this is what we normally practice in meditation.
Na lang gaps yang na joy gaps timba nya ya ya de la gong du nyamni nang du tan de sanje ge gaps teni ngarang zu sanje ge yong din ju du nyam par yak par nyam par ma ya pa manga wa la go do 다 용디 대아랑 민게 요레스.
And so these being the cause, so those four
Эти четыре
applications of
причины,
mindfulness that we practice become the cause for the attainment of a result of the Buddha's qualities.
причина достижения качества
So
Будды.
then, what are the qualities which arise then are meditative equipoise, and then
которые возникают в практике медитации
beyond meditative equipoise and
и
not
за
possessing
пределами.
meditative equipoise.
Tene da nibade yitsi nibade yanda pongwa ye song. Yanda pongwa ye megewe chu majiba mejiba. Jiba pongwa gewe chu majiba jibar shiba. Jiba gong gong ampebar shiba. Derwa. Dan de joy kapsu de tabla nyamli nandu ta sanje
Di yang kia sung go sare testo di tinga tamalo la mendok.
ya mege chu tenha je mi na ta ma je ba ngo na wo ji na je me ji wa de tin hi tin du me je wa si ge yo wa mege chu garsi ji yong na sem na mege ji yong na lamsang ni po tin ne pangwar si ba de ni chi tene gebe chu tene gewa semla ma chi na te che chi tin hi tin o nga semna da gewa drog do san kan da gewa droba de wa gewa che chi tene gewa chi do yo na pen nga ju la ta chan chok sem da chi do yo na te nge ha ko war chi ne kong da a per te yi chin de.
So then the next set of four is the
Следующие четыре практики.
like perfect abandonment,
Превосходно.
and so that is first there's four kinds. The first, when non-virtue arises, then with mindfulness one causes them to not arise. Sorry, before non-virtue has arisen, one is mindful so that it doesn't arise. And then secondly, if it already has arisen, then one could immediately abandon it with an antidote. And third, when the virtuous mind has not yet arisen, then one should develop the motivation to practice virtue. And fourth, when it has already arisen, for example, when bodhicitta has arisen, one should also recognize that and further increase it.
Dan de joy kapso te tab gede la landor tanda nang du deve sanje ji kapso yang tini chetang wo la yong ge dor ji song cheng na thar thuk sanje sa nang thuk ji yu song sanje ge sa la yang jang cho cho ge sem ji ba yo re song re da de la so ba ge gewa sanje ge sa la yo re song re tini me gewa ta sanje ge sa la me ba te cha me ba wa
And so when these are practiced as the cause, that is, we practice virtue and we give up non-virtue, then as a result, when one becomes a Buddha, and this is actually explained in a later Vajra verse, where it says that on the ultimate state of Buddhahood, the cultivation of bodhicitta still exists. So the various kinds of virtue still exist on the level of Buddhahood, and non-virtue doubtlessly do not exist on the level of Buddhahood.
Tandi odo tene yitsin sumba de kareresina zumcher chikamba yesong tene zumcher chikamba yete tene ndumbe tinginzi ndumba then semji ting in zi zung ji ting in zi ju bu ting in zi sing ge tok ju ba ben jie ba dong ya ju ba yo dan de zum cher ji gang ba ye se wan de gang ba se ba ting ang zun rozi da wo ji wan rozi la gang ba la go yo go pa pon di na yan di ke zum cher ji gang ba yen de 간다를 님보 나오리 님보 다 뽕지 메게와 뽕지 님보 나오 대인도 ndetso tamje zumchar ko topje chungho yores sanje la zumchar nga andu zumchar ko top chungho yores
And then the third category is the category of miracles, and that consists of the four legs of miracles. There's four kinds of miracles. One is the samadhi of concerning like one's motivation, motivated. And the second is the samadhi concerning the mind. The third is the samadhi concerning discipline. And fifth is the samadhi concerning analysis. So this term legs is related to walking. So it refers to the applied antidote, that which needs to be abandoned. So these four legs of miracles arise from the miraculous power of the Buddha.
Tepo wangbo, zunzhi wangbo, jinpo wangbo, dingin wangbo, shirap wangbo, wangbo nga. Wangbo shibande, tene sanje kenchele, latine tongdan rogwa chapsang, roku yoba latinde, tong tamje nrupa wangdesen, the wangbo stabaris. Kanda kongi hiba nanki, wangbo nga. Tepo wangbo.
Tepo wangbo.
Jinpo wangbo. Tene zungzhi wangbo. Tene dingin zinga wangbo. Tene shirab wangbo.
So then the fifth group is called the five faculties. The five actually the five powers, and it is through these faculties or powers that through enlightened activity all purposes are accomplished. And so these five are the power of faith. First one, second is mindfulness, third is diligence, the fourth is samadhi, and the fifth is wisdom.
Dan de donggu drabala wang si bachane wang bo startira. Jartsarebe.
Di tanang apa di wang bongar wa tini?
Di wang bo nga se goya jiglap sani.
Tanang wang bongar se wa di sanggit chilla gitu tamse tupati re.
Re. Ale chi lap sa sare. Tini ti o de tom nga.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah. Tio the Tonga, the Hekdo Tonga de Tara Gang Hebuanga and Chibari, Yina Chile Chani Mandawate, Karesina, Yatonga the Debut top, Zundu top, Jimbu top, Tingin top, Hiraku topsy. Tonga deke, Mentuba Chotam in Jumbarin Bachani Tongas.
Kong di top ngarwa.
Gomda Rida, Samate Gomdeja. Gomde.
Mari Kong di top ngaden so. Itu beso kamji joba cheva. Yana tama top ngade.
Kangla
Top ngate mani songsong.
Tambo Wambo Ngarwa. Wambo Ngar Tongani Tunda, Chile Stibarindo.
Macha teba chundri imba chibara.
Oh, really?
And then there is also another 5 strengths, which are the same as the previous 5 powers. So it's faith, diligence,
И так же, как предыдущее, это
mindfulness,
вера,
samadhi,
усердие,
and
полнота
wisdom.
ума,
But how they differ is in terms of
самадхи и мудрость.
the function that they perform. And so
Как они
here in the
различаются?
second set of the 5 powers or the 5 strengths,
Эти 5 сил,
these 5 qualities
5 качеств
have the power to destroy all
обладают силой уничтожить
incompatible circumstances.
все
Tene dati wo jancho yin la dun si jancho yin la dun. De jimba yang da jancho yin la. Chu rab de number ji ba jancho yin la. Zun ru yang da jancho yin la. Tene gawa tene jancho yin la. Xinjiang Xinjiangwa yang da jancho yin la. Tene Tenzin yang da ba jancho yin la. Tene Tanyum yang da jancho yin la. Tene jancho yin la dun. Tene dun de gen reven zimba chani yundin zimba chani zin senata yundin tamji jiwar sibe josibe chani ta angdo seba da meje wala sibe yundin jebe josibe chani ta kyores.
And then finally there are 7
и, наконец, 7
enlightenment branches.
просветления.
And so these are the enlightenment branch of authentic mindfulness,
Просветление полноты ума,
the enlightenment branch of the authentic discrimination of dharmas, the enlightenment branch of authentic diligence, the enlightenment branch of authentic joy, the enlightenment branch of authentic pliancy, the enlightenment branch of authentic samadhi, and then the enlightenment branch of authentic equanimity. So these are said to be the causes that leads to the result of the enlightened qualities.
Это
Palam yin la jes.
просветленных качеств.
Palam yin la jet kanis na yang tabu tawa, yang tabu tokpa, yang tabu nga, yang tabu zorwa, yang tabu tsowa, yang tabu jimbai, yang tabu tinginzi, yang tabu legend tas. Palam yin la jende pabu lan tamji ge ye tin ye jibechani palam yin la jes tabaris.
And then there is the Noble Eightfold Path, and that is
Благородный восьмеричный путь,
the right view,
правильное воззрение,
right thought,
мысль,
right speech,
правильная речь,
right effort,
усилия,
right action,
действия,
right livelihood, right
правильная
mindfulness,
жизнь, полнота ума
and right samadhi.
и самадхи.
And so they are called the Noble Eightfold Path,
И это благородный
as
восьмеричный
they are
путь,
the foundation of
основа
the path of
пути
the noble ones.
благородных.
Oh, yeah, then the Lam Jebon the Lam Jebos is Jancho Jogus Chusunja Zabdun the Joy Negabs Lam Jinegabs Sanje Nyamni Nangri. Nyamni Nane, Dreven Negabs Tik and Dreven Mine, Da Koran Rawang Dog Tony da Tini Yindu dropped ba to Soku Yuntiri. They and Sanjel Deking Nimbola. Yunding sort of ding to your sedere. Then they Yapoto Johnson Samson Trankaisna. Then Gampo Bake te here pickups to Sukamandang, Nejin Yamachil, Hegin Lying da, called Zemanda Chama Son Trampa Laju Johnson.
Kampopa did Kare?
Gampo Bake Carezo got te here on. Then he has a garland, pure and garland. They did change so doing your
Garland of Supreme Path.
Take up certain up to Mandara and Jima, Nimachil Hegin, Lavin, Tinning, out the man, the Chamason.
So those 37 factors of awakening are a cause which is practiced on the path, has been practiced on the path also by the Buddha. And then the result, these are the results which have ripened, which is basically the Buddha had attained freedom, and with that freedom he was able to accomplish the benefit of others. And so this is how the Buddha had revealed the quality of Buddha nature inherent within us. And actually it turns out really good that I'm able to talk about this today, because previously during my teachings on Gampopas, the supreme, the garland of the supreme path. So at that time, I actually did mention that I want to talk about those 37 factors of awakening, but I didn't have much time at that time. So I told you that I will speak about them some other time, and so this time is now, and so therefore what I said before has not become a lie.
Semi nam ye dekhi nimbordin semi nam ye semi nam ye semi nam ye sanji ngoni dan de kap tesung do de yang ying yi char chena chemi yenda tani jiktin beting in zi re song re changwa la so ba lai kompang tu ji zam re jiktin ke lai kompang tu ji zam ina jiktin song gong ke chemi na ye de sanje ju ngo ni cha de yore de ki nim bu yong din cha de yore song de ying yi ban de dim ba ren do teni ngarang su te nyu ne ke de he jarwa tikap so 창내 여곰바 제이도 재미 여곰바라 창번에 여곰바 창내 여곰바 데디 창바라 소버게 제 곰팡도지게 데니디 절델 삼나다는 데런도 이난 단데 재미 여데 잠바 재미 니제 재미 가와 재미 따뇽 재미시 단데 데키님 보고 용딘 차다 요리 lamgne kapsu de nyamni nawala tinen rev kapsu tan de la rev mimba tanda yinzan dekhi nimbu yung di chad yori songdo.
Then we come to verse number 28,
И мы переходим
which
к
says,
28.
the four immeasurables are the essence of the Buddha embryo and Buddhahood.
Четыре
And that is in
неизмеримых
response to
природы Будды.
people who claim that the four immeasurables are merely a worldly samadhi.
И это
For
ответ тем, кто
example,
утверждает,
we
что
speak
это
about the
мирские самадхи.
four abodes of Brahma, the god Brahma. So then those four immeasurables become the cause for attaining those
И
godly
говорится,
abodes
что четыре
of Brahma and
безмерных
so forth.
это
But Tenzin says that actually the four
пребывание
immeasurables
в
are a
состоянии
quality of Buddha
Брамы и
nature.
подобное. Но это
And
на самом
it's
деле
true that
качество
some others do say
природы
that, for
Будды.
example, in the context of our Nyingma practice, it also mentions the practice of the four abodes of Brahma, the god, to attain the godlike states of Brahma and others. And so here, these four immeasurables are taken as the cause in order to attain those godlike states. But here, it is actually said that those four abodes correspond to love, compassion, rejoicing, and equanimity, and therefore they are a quality of Buddha nature. So if one practices them as the path, then the result will become fully manifest, because these are already qualities inherent to Buddha nature.
Jerdang around sola sanje ke nimbo dekhi nimbo yore sendu simjing tamche jula. Ta ando je kare yore sina simjing tamche la ninje yores. Ninje ransing ba inare chuma mayin pe ninje inare kantar chadang ni dese ve ninje inare kantar ninje je yores. De la tene je simjing tamje ke jula dekhi nimbo yondin yo ba de ba thuk yores.
So we say that all sentient beings possess Buddha nature and the mind stream. And one sign of this is that all sentient beings possess compassion. Whatever kind of compassion that is, whether it is just ordinary compassion or it is actual unfabricated compassion, or even compassion that comes from attachment and aversion. Anyways, they have compassion, they have some sort of compassion, all beings have it. And due to the presence of compassion in everybody's mind, we can infer that all sentient beings possess Buddha nature within their mind stream.
Deni ju na na yang song gdo yin la pin pe sen jamba de so. Jamba si de yin la pin do ze ko long re so. Yin je dong ha ren yom zi nin je yin so. Yin ge dong ha le tar na san ben dun ba de la nin je se re so. Yin je dewe tsim zi ga wa de so. Yin ke dewa la kantar ji si yang ji ban de tene gawa chad yore sondo gawa tsemi tene simji kunyom tanyom number sam sondo ta simji tanje la je jazogla nyambar chadang la soba tena mayin ba to ne je simji tamje niren chada ni dang zha da nyong la ne ba shuo sing ran chun do ba na yu ba na yi de de ko da nyong sem bi cha de yu re song do de ju ne song.
And in the tantras it says the resolve to benefit others is love. and to overcome the suffering of others is compassion. So this wish to separate them from suffering is compassion.
Желание
To
освободить
feel
других — это
satisfaction about the happiness of others is rejoicing.
удовлетворение
And
от
equality
освобождения
toward
других —
all
это
sentient
сорадование.
beings is considered equanimity. So that is
И
to be without attachment and aversion
равное
towards
отношение ко
sentient
всем —
beings,
это
like
равностность.
we say in our prayer, may they abide in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
И мы хотим достигнуть равностности в непривязанности, и чтобы все реализовали природу Будды.
Ори, tate ndu te tsemi yibonde, ndo gawang se ba ina yang, ndo jachi robande, karison sina, gang don to top jibo son top je tenin de ye jabrang gongola, sanje yingola top je, rangola wang je, zo ba. Gang don to top jibo, semji namla jamba gom. Jamba top ji jarjur ba, ngen dutsi ninka tong sondwa. Tendu da yin simjin tamje ge dondo teni jamba la so semi ya la so gom te gomba la teni debetu so rango ni du la so ba nyumo ba tan chibda tan la so ba ge du ya la so ba chom teni yin ola yin simjin tanje mindor kalam la ku Then gozi ke jotso wote tsemi yalarale yo sondwa.
So also regarding the four immeasurables, it says in the Lalita Vistara Sutra, I have obtained the 10 powers for the sake of all. So those 10 powers that we just mentioned before, consisting of 5 powers from perspective of others, and then 5 strengths from one's own perspective. And then I have practiced love for sentient beings, and I became a victor through the power of love. I have drunk the quintessence of nectar. So for the sake of others, he has cultivated immeasurable love, the 4 immeasurables. And as a result of having cultivated these, then from one's own perspective, one destroys completely all Mara demons from one's mind, the 4 Mara, such as the Mara of the Lord of Death, and so on. And from the perspective of others, one establishes others in the path of ripening and liberation. And so this establishment relies on the 4 immeasurables.
Опираясь на 4 безмерные, он
Da
приводит
dorji
других
son hitsa gapate.
к
Tikpa tamje rikchik tikpar yin sondwa.
путь просветления.
Ndare. Dala yang yin ke o da tikpa som yore nin tu ranjar chancho sem ke tikpa som. Dan de tamje thaderi si. Dewa ya thaderi, tinja thaderi sondu. Dan jiktin songung da tamje tikpa chikla churdo yong yore son.
And we come to the Vajra statement 29. It says, the Buddha's intention is the single family and the single vehicle, and this is in response to people's claim that the 3 vehicles are ascertained as 3 different causes, paths, and results. And so others say that there are those 3 vehicles of the Pradyakas, Shravakas, and the Bodhisattvas. And these 3 vehicles are all separate, and the result of these vehicles, of practicing these vehicles, is also separate. And so the way it is practiced, it's all separate. And Jigten Sumgan is bringing the 3 vehicles all into one.
Тени муман жупа на сон yorenda
То есть это как
dawa
возражение.
tabak. Kantar nintu tang ranjar ke tikba anda da thamji ta tikba chimba lam la jupar se bala ngar so sa da je tega cham timbaris. Thatto tu nintu ta ranjar ke tinzi te so ke yang te tikba chimbo lan juya ke tik lam te khona ni ting ke yore son re.
And so again, Chandra Kirti has said in the Madhyamakavatara, the entering the middle way, that the lower vehicles are just a temporary, like a resting place. But ultimately, all the vehicles converge into the highest vehicle as the only path.
Но они восходят к единой колеснице или единому пути.
Tung tone yang tanam malare pakke longji trang ba jigbare. Chechong me beton to na tikpen cho jang tela sa song.
And this really corresponds to reality. Because before we mentioned Milarepa's quote, he said that when one realizes the truth which is beyond different levels of vehicles, then that realization is the supreme vehicle.
Это высшая колесница, абсолютная колесница.
Chu ji ying la yer mi ser song chu ji ying korang la yewa mi ba yim ser na tene nin tu ge rai da ranja ge rai da la so ba ge rai na ta de rong ma yin song chu ji ying la yer mi ser rai na ta de rong ma yin song de we na ti ba jig ri so
But it is said in the Abhisamaya Alankara, since there is no differentiation within the Dharma Dhatu, it is inappropriate to assume differences in the families. So the families as in like Shravakas and Padyekas and Bodhisattvas and so on. There is no differentiation because there is no differentiation within the Dharma Dhatu.
Dan den ang so dubzi jing de chagare tikpa thamje regi tikpa yin song yan de sung khin chopar ba chirwa dan de dubzi to ndo long de ndo na kare song yirsina jimba simji nam la nyam pa thos jimba sta debyin ki barwa simji thamje la thok nyam ba ni ris nyam ba to ngala thaden du him namyang mi so zangi yakso laso bageche tendake duhi namyang mi so tikpa minba yin la nge tina nge dalo timi tingo tikpa minba ji tingo sane nge timba yin na so tela ngane senne kyundun jor songbare ta nge o del tikpa chimbo chutim 마바바 따바제 티바 충그 주딘 야바제 드라인자 되네 산제게 틴자데 되네 티바 찌게 틴자데 틴바레서
And so but the most important, the principal way to defend this decision by Tenzin that the Buddha's intention is the single family and the single vehicle is also explained in Sutra, where it says, I, the guide, have an equal mind concerning all sentient beings. So in his mind, he views considers all sentient beings completely equally. And therefore, I have no notion of difference whatsoever. So he has no perception of good and bad, better or worse, and so on. If I would teach a lower vehicle to others, that would become the defect of stinginess for me. So that is if he would have this state of mind of to this one I have to teach the lower vehicle, and then actually his state of mind would not be one of the Mahayana itself, would be for this defect of stinginess. And so for this reason, this quote shows how for when the Buddha teaches, he teaches the vehicles all as a single vehicle.
И когда
yang do
Будда
te
учит
ran
о
kare
мышцах
song yor
единой
shuba ina
колесницы,
ngai nyangin
так
de
как
jig
в
so
его
ta
уме не
nyangin de ba
существует
jig ba ris
различия,
nyangin de jig tik ba jig ngai tik ba thade mi ba te yanda dun tik ba jig tu tin den thap ji yor de shibar ji so
Then it says in the same sutra, my nirvana is one. So
моя
it's always the
нирвана
same.
одно,
My
единое.
vehicle is one.
Моя
My vehicles are
колесница
not
одна,
different.
она не различна.
Ultimately, I have taught the vehicle is one, and the many
Абсолютно.
vehicles are to be understood within the sphere of means.
Абсолютно то, что
я.
колесница едина,
Да,
и
teni dorji song
надо понимать
suje
ее
ba
как
de no
одну из множества
dala
средств.
nirang loksi ji nam chin yor so da yin ke sung de dala nin tu la so ba tik ba min ba dang teni loksi ji se da kan da lok da ji lok da den da dik je nin song nya wa la so ba la ji chok chok ge ju jin sang de ba de da ba tham che teni sanje ji kompang mo ta ba teni tena ji ta sanje kompang toya mi ba ta ji yi ke yoris yin na ya teni nandi kapsa jitin sungung ke ta ji ba la tena ke nirang la super loksi jin kandar lokta jin da tham je yang teni sanje ge re so
Then we come to Vacha statement 30. Even the totally depraved and the Shravaka finally achieves the great awakening. That is in response to those who claim that Shravakas and those who have a craving for the perverse do not attain Buddhahood. And to be a Shravaka has been taught as a permanent obstacle. So a craving for the perverse means that one holds wrong views. For example, one, possesses the causes for taking birth in hell and so on. So all these kind of individuals, including the Shravakas, they say, cannot attain Buddhahood. And Bhakti Tenzin says that even the totally depraved, like those with wrong views and so on, and also the Shravakas will finally achieve awakening.
Teni loksi jin shiban de jitang je jujin trok ndaw je changsong la de sungdwa je kares na mege be sem barwa sem na ko mege wa rang ma do mi de ki mege wa top chim bo ji teni che sama la ya de man thong wa le jim de ndaw je tin na yi mi chi teni so so ke de na le jim de kemelin teni gewa tsawa pungwa ta gewa tsawa karere chanchok senro zo gewa tsawa pungwa teni hirab jena re namchung rawo te teni megewa ge drep dewa teni di gang de ta jin gewa hini ngimpa ta karela gura megewa hini tan te ne teni so je ya rawo tang to so gewa la tse yin lan chewa ji wa tam je teni gewa la tse ne tel teni le jum de mi par ta wa yang ta wa la tse tenda when lam tung kin ti lam ten ro ndu ta ko le jin zhou ro ji chang song ro ba ta lo si jin sin
Nga marave to nadir.
Nga ma tsima so ale nyumong bo chu la gawa. Good that jamu rin da nga che kha san to. Nyumong bo chu ba la gawa.
So not in terms of the totally depraved or someone who is like on a corrupt path. It is said that if one possesses either one of 6 causes and conditions, then one is on this corrupt path. The first one is that when one's mind is filled only with non-virtue. So non-virtue has a very powerful role in the mind. Number 2 is that one does not see future lives, one doesn't look at future lives. So that also means that even if one is taught karma, one doesn't trust in it, one doesn't believe in it or accept it. And the third one is that one has abandoned the root of virtue, and the actual root of virtue is bodhicitta. The fourth one is that one's wisdom or one's intelligence is obscured by non-virtue. The fifth one is when one meets and then follows and non-virtuous or corrupt spiritual teacher. For example, if you are on such a corrupt path, you might consider non-virtuous actions such as killing and harming others and so on. You might consider these to be virtues. And so, therefore, not really understanding karma, you would regard such corrupt views as the authentic view. And then the sixth one is to enjoy engaging in or kind of reinforcing the afflictive emotions within the mind stream.
Радость от омрачающих эмоций в потоке своего ума. То есть наслаждение омрачений.
장초그 생그 자와데 셈잠볼라 레드 요르바 셈잠보데 가르친츠네 tanda cheba ena teni chanchok ke sem chewa la te chang ke ngawa chi muguba teni sem nakpa shibande chawa dukja gare te lamsang kom raya komya la le la po yinsang teni thima chik la sem na po che sam yin da sem na po chi garwa sem na ji ne yin la nu ji ne teni thima ni pa la te chi sumba te chi teni ji ni so so ke sem te dukja yo ba ngone so so chuni ha mo ne te thama mo ke te ke churang le chung ten do churang sem pe dukja do je ma che ke la yo na ya ta ra ma thu ya te ta ba cha do le ni kha chim bo yo re ngarang so te ma yin la nu ji ya ke tanda ke sem na bo de ngone pang gon do nang ba yin na mi na re lakpar de nangba yin na lakpar de chuba yin na che ngarang zu sem na bo hiba de wu cha de tene pe kare lagur che counter yan ta ko sem na bo hiba de rang phungzi tene yin la parche si zi ke ko ngune ke te digba anda ina digba top chinje yinza te nga chu te panggo yore tara nirang loksi ji sendo wan de tardo na semna bona wo jigla ngu zongo do sem mege wa na ba ji o de yinza dan de so sangje ya yu shi ban de yang semna bo je na sangje ro se he yo ma wa de hala ma zo takpa thar zong ro je na jun reng bo shi ne de sangje ya yore se ko so de hin nim bo yo zam rima toke ta sem na po se ba ken rew de koran so mingo yoro tenza atandala sam ta ne so so ke sem den jora tango ye de kar chim bo rindo
So what's the most important here is, in general, is that we cultivate a good heart, and that is really the root of cultivating bodhicitta. And we should consider such having a good heart. Consider that to be very important, because if you have a good heart, then actually it doesn't take so much effort then to cultivate bodhicitta. On the other hand, when it comes to negative actions, they come to us very quickly and very easily. We get used to them, we habituate to them very easily. And so you develop one negative thought in your mind, such as wanting to harm somebody else, and then it arises a second and a third time and so on, and you don't even recognize that this negative thought is present in your mind. And in the end, and even if somebody else tells you, look, you have that fault, you have a really negative state of mind, you still won't understand that. There's a danger that this might happen. So therefore, this negative thought that wishes harm upon others and so on, this is really something that we have to abandon, whether we are Buddhists or not, but especially as Buddhists and as Dharma practitioners. Because this negative state of mind is your own detriment, your own ruin, and it causes obstacles in the way of others. And that's the actual non-virtue or this deprivation that's mentioned here. And that it is very powerful, so it has to be abandoned. So here, speaking about somebody who is totally depraved, we are really speaking about this non-virtuous, like dark or negative state of mind. And it is nowhere said that one can attain enlightenment with such a negative state of mind. But that doesn't mean that one will never attain enlightenment. It just, in a permanent sense, but it just means that enlightenment is far away and it takes longer. But still, one can achieve enlightenment because one possesses Buddha nature. But for the time being, this negative state of mind will still come to ripening. So therefore, it's very important that we see that and that we change our mind, this kind of state of mind.
И важно, чтобы мы это видели, отслеживали. Достигали верного состояния ума. ong sanro de sem na pon sem duk kulhong duk ja den chalem godowa dere da kantar andi kaps jitin sungong kar song yorsina che tabuke te tabuke perna dala pen song je trangdowa gelong lekpa karma sin sanje kundun lo chuni par de ne teni sanje ge yongti manthong then Sanjay la lobar da wala so bal chen tini ning song la jiba tena reis tini na ko tujin ta nyama chegla te koran so ya Sanjay je yor se kain sana koran so dekhi nimbo yor Sanjay ke kam
so then these thoughts of jealousy and a wish to harm others, these arise mainly from that kind of state of mind, this a negative state of mind, or this negative intention that arises within our mind. And Lord Tenzin also gives an example. For example, at a time when the Buddha was alive, there was Gelong. What's his name again? Sorry.
Liquor.
Anyways, yeah, so this Gelong, he spent 12 years in the presence of the Buddha, but he wasn't able to see the Buddha's qualities, and he developed a wrong view towards the Buddha, and as a result of that, he was born in the 3 lower realms. And still, one day, even he did attain enlightenment because he also possesses Buddha nature.
низших мирах, но даже
Tenin
он
dina
потом
sawan dina
смог
nirang loksi jin
достигнуть
su nirang ting do ta nin tu da rangjang ga he ngokpa la nyambar jong do de
25 стихов.
pa jun bo hyu la nyambar jong do wa te nyambar jong do ne konan su nyam ya de la char ma dang ne kan sin konan su ge te chen tar tok to zan do je la ngu zong do ra ina de sanje ke de da u ko le u za la so ba do ne teni konan su ting go ba la nyambar dang ji ne teni lions te tarto sanje ke sala du ji ya la so ba ke teni ze ba yo re song re wan dan dere
And so then, with regards to the Shravakas and the Pratyeka Buddhas,
Кстати, Шравака и Пратьяка Будда.
so they're included here because they abide in a state of equipoise within cessation, and
Они находятся
so
в
being
состоянии
completely immersed in this equipoise for a very long time, they do not awaken from it because
состоянии, в
they
котором они не могут
regard this state
просветиться
as
достаточно
the
долго,
ultimate attainment.
потому что
But
они
then,
считают это
at some point,
состояние высшей
light
точкой.
rays radiate from the Buddha's form, and when those light rays touch them,
Но в какой-то момент
it
от
wakes
Будды
them
исходят
up
лучи,
from their meditative absorption, and then they also are established in the state of Buddhahood.
и устанавливают их ум в
dayang ga he
состоянии
je
природы Будды.
mechina na digba chapchin mambo sa go wa tanda ke le sa ne digba chapchin sa ya ba tanda na yang ta sem hyung do cha nga sanje namba sanje ba je ya kale khabo yo sa re ta nga digba chimbo yin sanje ju se ju de kale khabo sa de sem hyung cha ya yo ma re digba le yung ti me chang hyak pe da ba na digba yung ti song tanda yin za ta je su so ge jing hi ti ne tanda je na nga so lo jo yo zo de hi nim bo yo re teni ting mulu rumbo che de top de yo re teni jing ge bi hi ni tam che dan che ke yo re teni tap de dang la so ba yo re ten de teni de zo ba san je to ba la yang te cho mo gu ba re de na de sim hyok cha go ya mi ba re si ta di yan chu de ge teni chung go ne du ju chom de sabar tim ba re si le do ju song sun je ba de yin ju de hyo cho som je hyo ba som je mai la ale ti mai lai chu ju ko le ne du ju chom ni chung go ju chom
So, and so there are some people who might have committed very heavy, very grave negative actions in their lives, very negative karma. And they might lose courage and think that I am such a sinful person. There's no way that I can attain enlightenment. So here again, you should also not lose your courage, because it is said that although misdeeds do not have any good qualities, if they had one, it would be their potential to be confessed and thereby laid aside. So therefore, apply mindfulness and recognize that you do possess the fundamental cause, which is Buddha nature, and then also you have obtained the support, which is the precious human body, and you have also met with the condition, that is the spiritual teachers, and then also you have received the method
Мы получили
which
методы,
is the instructions of the teacher,
руководство
and
учителя
therefore you do have the conditions to attain
и условия для
perfect
того,
awakening, the
чтобы
perfect result. There is no doubt.
для того,
So
чтобы
therefore,
достигнуть
you also
совершенного
shouldn't lose
просветления, у
your
нас есть
courage.
это без сомнений.
And so this
Поэтому не стоит
completes
терять
the
свою
first
уверенность.
section of this scripture, which deals with the various dharma wheels and the
И это
vehicles.
что касается
야,
колес,
다지도니 봐.
колесниц дхарма.
군라 핀바 팀들지. 네 뒤지 좀 세텔라 도지 송종아 요반 다 담보들. 게덱니 롱마 띵기 미소. 단달라 잉기 이처제나 게와스 제요레스 메게와즈 제요레스 게와데 메게 가야 마예 바제 요레 텔라 롱마 띵 세레 송르티 이네 양지 띵 송공케 다 야나 게와레 야나 메게와레 송.
And then we come to the second section, which is the vital points of dependent origination.
Вторая секция
And
это
this section consists
ключевые
of
пункты
15 vajra
взаимозависимого
statements. And the first
происхождения.
one says,
51
having determined
важная строфа.
virtue and non-virtue as two alternatives, there is no neutral actions. So that is in response to those who say that virtue, non-virtue, and the neutral have been taught as three alternatives. So others say that there are three states of mind: virtues, non-virtues, and neither virtues nor non-virtues, which is neutral. But Thupten Sumgön says that there's only two. It's either virtues or
Но
non-virtues.
здесь говорится, что либо добродетель, либо недобродетель.
난데 지디 송공게 제단 이설때 양토만 와인 반로 차도 요리 이마도 중반주도 소나나 양 롱마딘 세네 용거 요리 페나 까와단 나우카단 드소 탐제 게와다 메게 강도 양 만다와 따지래 이거 요리 난데 까와요 강바 그 까와로 다히
아니 칸바가와.
다 강다라 데 드브지조 데 카니츠옹고 요레시나 게덱 야바데 레라라레데 요레소 레라라렌두 텐데 로본 파베 카레소는스나 두차 헤당 테목숨 디치레네 메게와소 강다연 두차 헤당 테목숨 그군 랑베 테숨보 강롱암 제당 테숨보레라 라양 숨가 창데 요르와데 테숨보암 테상 강롱게 조파완세나 지브케 레이나 메게와잉고레스 마차 마당 테모미 디치레네 게와인스 다텐자 게데니 로마팅기 요마레스
And so this is actually a very unique view that Thupten Sumgön is defending, because in other Dharma scriptures, for example, in the Abhidharma teachings, the Abhidharma Samudchaya and so on, it actually does speak about neutral states. Also speaking about things like the sky and a pillar and a house and so on, are all kind of neutral states. And so what, how this position here is defended is that virtue and non-virtue depend on karma.
Здесь говорится, что добродетель и недобродетель опираются на карму.
The actions that are brought forth by the three poisons, namely by desire, hatred, and delusion, are non-virtues. So basically, whatever one does with a motivation of attachment, hatred, or delusion, and then also the combination of them, so each of them can be combined with each other. All of these actions are non-virtues, and the actions that are brought forth without desire, hatred, and delusion are virtues. So So from that perspective, then there's either virtue or non-virtue, but no neutral state of mind.
И это
Dan
взгляд
de
на
zo de
действия как
kulong
добродетельные и
kulong
недобродетельные.
marik pa ke kun lang wa yina kantar kulong marik pa ke kun lang wa ji yin zong de tene marik pa tel ra le de ba yin cha tene ta kawala so ba na wan da tham je tene mege wa nan don ro yore son tene zo de ton de ja gdo yin ma to yang chedang yi chabe de che nami gewan jin ba ta nami mege wa jin ba da wo sang dang so yin na te chedang ge ji yin ra wo ji cha ge yore de da da ngu ju ku long de ton ne sa na dang gdo ba.
So here we have motivation, and that is kind of the state of mind. And if the state of mind is ignorant,
Если
so then
состояние
when
ума
things are
заблуждение,
perceived with an ignorant mind, then, for example, even if it is the perception of just a pillar,
даже если
it
есть
is still
восприятие колонны,
in the category of ignorance because it is perceived with an ignorant mind.
оно может восприниматься через
So in general,
заблуждение,
we speak about
заблуждающееся
the virtue and non-virtue and neutral states of mind. But here, when we are speaking about the motivation that is behind, then it is either virtues or non-virtues.
И когда мы говорим о
Tene tara
добродетельном и недобродетельном
long
нейтральном
thing ya but so ye ya
даже
ne
если мы
yin de
говорим
kare
так,
song yung
то
ge song yung
все
ge yore shu
определяется
na
через намерение, и
pe na
намерение
ne tang
либо добродетельное,
si
либо
ma yo si ma
недобродетельное.
te tang ne xin kha la tam na tene xin kha nang de na ne da si ma te ben ya jian ge duo se su song ba ri de ji tin song gong ge xin kha jing na pa ko ne dang si ma te yo pa la di ma sin da ya ba ri ma to ke kan dar si ma ke sang ne si ma ji wa dang ne ke sang ne ne ji ba ko man di par ne de yo res de na yin ke chim chang ji la pa ji da bu mo ji da ama ji som yo na re de dong da ama da bu mo ni be mi ge re sun don ro yo re pa de po ye re sun don de da 아마도 부모님 모이를 쓴다는데 레니 만다니 차 그 만데와 네드 요레스 다 대속도 네 시송도
And so, taking those quotations from the sutras as the basis, other people might say that if you have
И кто-то может сказать,
Just 1 second while we try to get Ina back. We just lost her completely from our session.
оборвалась связь с переводчиком. Я, может быть, попробую перемотать немного.
Ding. Hello?
Hello.
Are you
Can
back?
you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so shall I say the same again from before?
So you were
I
saying
guess so, right?
some people might say that if you have, and then we lost you.
Кто-то может сказать.
That you have one. We talk about you hear about the plants. You didn't hear about the barley grain and all of that. Yeah, let me just say that again. So
Yeah. Say
So some
the
people
last
say
few words that you
that-
said were some people might say that if you have, and then we were disconnected.
So if you have a mixture,
Если у вас есть
if you have a feed,
лекарство, кажется, опять оборвалось.
There is some. Good. I think we will stop here. It's good.
Ринпоче говорит, наверное, мы на этом закончим. Все хорошо.
Jambar Baba Jadar Jamba Dam Kundo Zambo Deyan De Yun De Da Gunjur Jisa Dalo Je Gawan De Da Tanjir Rabdo Chanjo Zunjo Rambo Je Maje Bana Jijir Je Je Ba Nyamba Me Baya Kono Kundo Bewa Jo. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflict